Hey, it's Jason Kochis. I am back with another inking video. This time I'm going to ink page 2 of my manga-inspired comic book. If you just joined me, the comic book is called Koji Maru and is about a boy and his friend Panda. So yeah, it was about a year ago or so that I uploaded the first video of me penciling this page, and so now I'm getting around to inking it. Took a little bit longer than I thought to get around to the inking stage, but had some personal things going on and just other work projects that kind of got in the way and took priority. So I'm starting here on, this is Koji's dad. If you watch the other video, you can see both of these characters, they were holding hands, and now Koji is running away from him. And they are at a kind of like a street fair, street carnival, using India ink with the brush here, and definitely accelerated this video very quickly. Just rotating the paper, trying to get my hand at the appropriate angle to ink the lines that I want to. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also consider following me on Patreon. Really appreciate that kind of support. I do have a couple Patreon tiers. The most popular one is the Sticker Club, where you can get a sticker sent to your house anywhere in the world every month for joining the Patreon. And also you get behind the scenes drawings, videos like this, all the current stuff that I'm working on, all the updates. Putting up the finishing touches on the dad here, and now I'm over on Koji. And I always start with the eyes. Usually, the brush is, I just put the ink on it, so my hand's steady enough to get the amount of detail into the eyes that I want to. And then I just kind of work my way around the face. Eyebrows, eyelashes, all that stuff. And, if I make a little mistake, like it looks like the bottom of Koji's mouth there, the ink went a little bit in a different way than I anticipated. I'll just come back later and use some white ink to cover that up. And I can also edit that out once I scan the image into the computer. But I'm trying to do this entire comic the traditional way, using the brush and the ink. I tried to use the G pen, but I just can't get a grasp on it. So, when I went to college, I learned how to paint with a brush, and brush and ink just seemed like the solution for me at this point. Again, rotating the paper so I can get the angle of the hair correct. Filling in some of the dark areas here in Koji's hair. Hoping to have this all completed, the whole process completed, and release the final book by the end of the summer. I'm going to try my best to get that done. The rate I'm going, I should make that. I'm working on Koji's arm, definitely trying to make the lines thicker, the outlines thicker, so he stands out from the background. I chose to break the frame here to have him popping out. And another reason I wanted to have him sort of doing that was, I watched this video, I don't remember which YouTube artist it was, but they said introduce your characters, if it's a main character, with a full page image of the character. I was able to implement that in to my comic here. Just adding a little bit of detail underneath the fingers there to make it come, forward from his shirt. Some of the details you're not able to see here, I was working outside of the camera view here. Overall, this took a couple of hours to complete the entire page. You'll notice at the beginning of the video, the background was already on the page, and I had done that previously before I turned the video on with just like fine liner kind of marker with a ruler and everything, just to make sure that was good. Didn't trust my inking skills with the brush and the ruler. Maybe I'll get there one day, but not at this moment. I am not there. The good thing about this particular ink that I'm using, it's Black Magic India ink, is I can almost go over top of it. As soon after I put it down, I can almost put my hand on top of it and it'll be dry. That part of the process is definitely quick. Dipping the brush into the ink definitely takes a lot more time than if I was just using like a Tombow brush pen or something like that. Microns, definitely I could go a little bit quicker. But I found that I liked the look of the brush and the ink a lot more than I liked the microns. I have been dabbling in a little bit of digital inking, but again, I wanted to do this at least this first issue 100% traditionally. I've heard other artists talk about they do traditional art. You're able to sell the original pages, at conventions and things like that. So it's another, source of income and another way for fans to support you and appreciate the work. So whereas if I was going to do this digitally, there would be there's no way to sell the pages afterwards. Working on a background character here, I guess, they're a little bit more of a foreground character, but I do not want, the viewer or the reader to definitely focus on them. I want all the focus to be on Koji right here, running away from his dad. Once I scan this page in, I may just use some screen tones to sort of take away the attention from these characters that are going to be in the foreground. Again, same process, rotating the paper to get my hand in the right place. Again, starting with the eyes. And actually you can see outside of the main comic frame, you can see I've actually continued to draw the character's hands here and then the hair on the character that's definitely in the main foreground. I learned that trick from a number of videos. I think it was a bunch of artists who were talking about you can put a piece of paper down and keep drawing, and that way that all the anatomy and the structure and everything is sound. On this particular page, I knew that there was going to be the frame. The way I've been doing this, I do blue pencils on the page, so that way I can just ink over top of it and not erase the pencils to diminish the ink at all. I knew where the frame was going to be, and so I just kept extending the the hands and the rest of the characters outside of that to... It looks like everything's where it's supposed to be. Just doing the outline and the hair of the character that's in the foreground here, in front of everyone else. Trying to make the outside lines thicker than everything else that you've seen on the page too. But not so thick that it takes away from Koji. Filling in the hair of this female character. Definitely takes a long time to fill in all of this. Probably need to use a bigger brush when I do bigger areas like that, but for this one I just thought, oh, this is a small area, I'll just use the main brush that I'm inking with here. More lines to the hair. Also, the speed lines were done before when I did the background as well. A couple little details in here on Koji. And what I'll do is I'll ink everything and then I'll go in and spot any mistakes with white ink. And here we go. Final inked page after I scanned it into the computer and removed all the blue lines. Hopefully you liked it. Again, if you appreciate it and you'd like to support me another way, please consider joining my Patreon. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.